White is not a religion with a rule book.
It's really funny because I know for a fucking fact that this bitch is literally a Nazi and she would absolutely have gays sent to a camp, 100%. But hey, we take people bit by bit. And you know what? Just like Milo Yiannopoulos, just like Nick Fuentes and all the other gay Nazis out there, they'll take advantage of all the fucking people who are going to be sent to the camps next as long as they remain useful, okay?
It's a simple yes or no stance.
Yeah, me too. I'm pro-white.
Sure, pro-whites have their ideas about what makes humans happiest and what is ideal for their group to thrive.
What makes humans happiest? What is ideal for the group to thrive?
And they have ideas about what kind of political system is best.
What kind of political... That's interesting because, hey... That's really funny. It's really, really interesting to me because it seems like all the nations this bitch calls white turned into representative democracies. In fact, those were like the first countries to do it. I wonder if she means representative democracy. Is that it? Is that the society that you're referring to? Or is the political system you're referring to a little bit more, perhaps slightly fascistic, maybe? It's really weird, like, white people have their own societal preferences. But I thought all these white supremacists are always talking about how the West is superior because we adopted things like democracy and freedom and shit like that. So, like, which is it? Is the West better because we adopted freedom and democracy? Or is democracy and freedom actually the siren song of our downfall? And whites actually like fascism? Which is funny because fascism has historically happened in more non-white countries than white countries. If you take a look at all the fascist dictatorships that have been propped up in Latin America, in Africa, in the Middle East, and in Southeast Asia, they actually far, far outweigh the fascist dictatorships that have taken over in countries that this woman would consider white. So, like, okay. That's interesting. Because of the USA, to be honest? Yeah, but what difference does that make to her? You think this bitch gives a fuck about imperialism?
But we don't have to agree on everything in order to be pro-white. People can have differing views but still be pro-European. Whites are incredibly diverse with a plethora of differences, and that won't ever change. You can be a socialist, an anarchist, a libertarian, and still be pro-white.
This is so fucking disingenuous, dude. She was literally just calling people who are socialists and anarchists like part of the anti-white brigade. This is just a way of casting the broadest possible net.
You can be an atheist, Catholic, pagan.
Wait, you can be, but how many of these people would be genocided in your preferred ethno-state? Actually, hold on. So this woman is a neo-Nazi. Let's take a look at every group who would then end up being genocided in a Nazi society.
But still be pro-European. Whites are incredibly diverse with a plethora of differences, and that won't ever change.
Well, unless you kill all the ones who are different from you. So Adolf Hitler wanted to kill the Slav. He wanted an Aryan ethno-state, not a white ethno-state. So Adolf Hitler wanted to kill all the Slavs. I'm pretty sure that Adolf Hitler would have been more than... What is this? I have no fucking idea what I'm looking at. Adolf Hitler would have been more than okay with killing Iranian people. Adolf Hitler would have been more than okay with killing Hispanic people who look white.
You can be a socialist.
Adolf Hitler killed the socialists.
An anarchist.
Adolf Hitler killed the anarchists.
A libertarian.
Adolf Hitler killed the libertarians. Also, libertarians would believe in open borders, so I don't know how that could possibly jive with your definition of pro-white.
And still be pro-white. You can be an atheist.
Who were killed by Adolf Hitler.
Catholic.
Who were killed by Adolf Hitler.
Pagan.
Who were definitely killed by Adolf Hitler.
And still be pro-white. Anyone from any background can be and can become pro-white.
As long as you're a very specific ethnic makeup of Europe, and you're straight, and you're cisgender, and you're not disabled, and you are Christian.
You can believe in aliens and Bigfoot and still be pro-white.
That is probably true.
You might even be a former liberal. You can be preppy, sporty,
Preppy?
pro-white. You might even be a former liberal.
Catholics were safe. Wait, didn't it depend on the Catholic? Weren't Roman Catholics persecuted? But if there were other like reformist Catholics who the Nazis were fine with? The Nazis were very occultist? Whoa, guys. The Nazis were occultist to a very specific type of paganism, not all types of paganism. You realize, like, pagans would include, like, Romani people. I thought I remembered... Wait, hold on. Hitler, persecution of religious minorities. I thought I remember reading about this. I could be wrong. Maybe Catholics can be. They attacked Catholic priests specifically if they spoke out against Nazis. Martin Niemöller was murdered. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hitler agreed to the Reich Concordat with the Vatican, then routinely ignored it and permitted persecutions of the Catholic Church. Yeah, I knew I read about this. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I guess if you're Catholic, the answer is maybe. Yeah, Hitler was born to a Catholic and baptized. He moved early to eliminate political Catholicism. Yeah, his relationship with it was pretty complicated. Ooh, yes, Nazi view on Catholicism. Thank you. Nazi ideology could not accept an autonomous establishment whose legitimacy did not spring from the government. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why people accuse Hitler of being an atheist. It wasn't that he was anti-religion, it was that he didn't want power to stem from anywhere other than him, and the Pope was inherently like a part of the, a Pope was like an earthly authority that, that would defy the Nazi state. Anti-church radicals like Joseph Goebbels, literal fucking minister of propaganda, Heinrich Himmler, fucking leading member, yeah. Why do you cite Wikipedia as often as you do? What? I'm not citing. Check something that I'm looking at. I'm sorry, are you of the opinion that somebody quickly edited the Nazi views in Catholicism article to introduce contrary information? Wikipedia is a perfectly valid source to quickly check up on something. But if you ever are reading Wikipedia and you're not sure if like what you're reading is legit, just check the sources, my guys. Down here, all this stuff you can verify independently. That's the secret. Are you ready for it, guys? This is the ultimate trick. I'm giving you hot life tips. Wikipedia is not an academic source. These are. If you ever want to get okay, just go to the Wikipedia citation section and look through this shit, dude. So easy, and it's the correct thing to do. It's smart. This is... It's like a compilation of all relevant, like,